Let's get right into it. Number 9. Passing a kidney stone. Imagine this. You're going about your day, minding your own business, when suddenly you feel a sharp pain in your back. At first, you think you've just pulled a muscle from all that intense couch sitting you've been doing, but then the pain starts to move. That's because the kidney stone is going on a little adventure through your urinary tract. As it travels from your kidney to your bladder, the pain gets worse and worse. It feels like someone is stabbing you from the inside with a tiny knife. The worst part is that there's nothing you can do, you just have to wait for the stone to pass. Some people compare the pain of passing a kidney stone to giving birth. I mean, at least with childbirth you get a cute little baby at the end. Number 8. The Irukandji jellyfish. Let's say you're swimming in the crystal clear waters of Australia, enjoying the beautiful weather. Suddenly, you feel a tiny prick on your skin. At first, you think it's just seaweed, or maybe a curious fish nibbling at you. But then the pain kicks in. Meet the Irukandji jellyfish, the tiny terror of the ocean. These jellyfish are so small they could fit on your fingernail, but don't let their size fool you. What they lack in size, they make up for in pure, agonizing pain. About 20 to 30 minutes after being stung, your back and stomach start hurting like you've been sucker punched by a professional boxer. Your muscles cramp up, twisting you into a human pretzel. And then comes the worst part, a feeling of impending doom. People stung by Irukandji jellyfish are often so convinced they're going to die that they beg doctors to kill them just to end the pain. And if you're thinking, well, I'm not swimming in Australia, too bad. These jellyfish have been found in waters all over the world, from Hawaii to Florida. Number 7. Tetanus. You know how people always say, make sure your tetanus shot is up to date? There's a very good reason for that. Tetanus, also known as lockjaw, is a bacterial infection that attacks your nervous system. It usually starts with a small cut or scratch, maybe from gardening with a rusty tool or stepping on a nail. At first, you might not notice anything wrong, but a few days later, things take a turn. Your muscles begin to spasm and stiffen, starting with your jaw and spreading to your neck, arms, and legs until your entire body feels like it's locked in place. The spasms are incredibly painful, like your muscles are staging a full-scale rebellion. So yeah, get your tetanus shot. Number 6. Cluster headaches. Imagine the worst headache you've ever had. Now multiply it by 100. That's what a cluster headache feels like. People describe the pain as a hot poker being shoved into their eye or a serrated knife soaring through their skull. And the worst part? They don't happen once. They come in clusters, daily attacks for weeks or even months, then disappear suddenly, only to come back later with a vengeance. During an attack, people often pace, scream, bang their heads against walls, or rock back and forth in agony. If you ever meet someone with cluster headaches, give them a hug, or at least some earplugs. Number 5. Getting stung by a stonefish. Imagine walking along the beach, enjoying the sand between your toes, when suddenly you step on something sharp. You expect to see a shell or coral, but nope, it's a stonefish, and it has just injected you with venom. Stonefish are masters of disguise, blending perfectly into rocks and coral. They're so good at hiding that you could be staring right at one and never know it's there. And if you step on it, you're in serious trouble. People describe the pain as feeling like their foot is being crushed, burned, and electrocuted all at once. The pain is so unbearable that some victims have begged doctors to amputate the limb. So next time you're at the beach, watch your step. What looks like a rock might be a stonefish waiting to ruin your day. Number 4. Fibromyalgia. Imagine waking up every day feeling like you've been hit by a truck. Your body aches, you're exhausted no matter how much you sleep, and even a light touch feels like 1,000 needles stabbing you. Fibromyalgia is a chronic condition that causes widespread pain throughout the body. One of the most frustrating parts is that it's invisible. You may look perfectly fine on the outside, so people often dismiss your pain or think you're exaggerating. Along with pain, fibromyalgia causes fatigue, brain fog, and mood swings. It's like having the flu, a hangover, and PMS, all at once with no cure. You just have to manage it for life. Number 3. The Gympie Gympie Tree. Imagine hiking through the Australian rainforest and brushing past a harmless-looking plant. Suddenly, you feel a pain so intense, it's like being stung by a swarm of wasps. You've just encountered the Gympie Gympie Tree. It's covered in tiny hollow hairs filled with a powerful neurotoxin. When you touch it, the hairs break off and inject the toxin into your skin. The pain can last days, weeks, months, or even years. Some people have reported feeling it for up to 2 years. So if you're ever in the Australian rainforest, Admire this plant from a distance, preferably wearing armor. Number 2. The sting of the executioner wasp. The executioner wasp is very real and terrifying. Found in Central and South America, this massive wasp can grow up to 2 inches long. Imagine a flying needle with a vendetta. Its venom contains a neurotoxin that causes instant, excruciating pain lasting for hours. Victims say it feels like being hit by a freight train, and that's just the beginning. After the sting comes sweating, nausea, and vomiting. The executioner wasp is also a parasitoid. It paralyzes other insects, lays eggs inside them, and its larvae eat the host alive from the inside out. Number 1. Bullet ant sting. If you thought the executioner wasp was bad, meet the bullet ant. It gets its name because being stung feels like getting shot. The venom causes intense pain that can last up to 24 hours. People describe it as feeling like their bones are being pulled out through their skin. In a Brazilian tribe, young men prove their toughness by wearing gloves filled with bullet ants for 10 minutes, not once, but 20 times over several months. I guess when you live in the rainforest, you get creative with entertainment. That's all for today. I'll be making more videos like this in the future. Subscribe to see them.